Hi, everybody. I was just about to bike over and visit some friends, but before I ride off on my bike, I check things carefully. I make sure that the tires are firm and brakes work properly. I check on my reflectors, see the handlebars are straight. I guess I'm ready to ride off, so here I go. But wait. Before I ride off on my bike after my safety check, I get a warning whistle, which I hang around my neck. I put my safety helmet on, strapped secure and straight. I guess I'm ready to ride off, so here I go. But wait. Before I ride off on my bike, I plan which way I'll go. I choose the streets where there's not a heavy traffic flow. Obeying signs and traffic lights, I'll be so safe because I'll pedal in the same direction that the traffic goes. And now I'm ready to ride away. I'll see you later on today.
Oh, was that Slim that just drove off on that bike? Good, because I want to share some of my personal car safety tips with you. First of all, always buckle your seatbelt, but never around your own waist, because that would hold you in too snugly, and you wouldn't get any exercise jumping around in the back seat and disturbing your driver. And then the next tip, if you're feeling very lonely, get your head and your arms out really far. That way they might end up going home in someone else's car, or at least a part of them, and then they could have a party. And then the next thing is to always annoy the driver. Oh! And I'm sure Mom and Dad really appreciate it if you scream in their ears. And then on a hot day, you could always shoot them with a water gun. I'm sure they're going to tell you just how happy they are with that one. And then finally, always open your car door on the traffic side, never on the curb side, because it's so much more exciting. You never know what's coming by. Trucks or buses, oh yeah. Oh no, I think Slim is coming back. Don't worry, Slim. I taught him all about car safety, yeah. Hit it!
Was that character here again telling you his nonsense about car safety rules? It's a good thing we know better about the importance of buckling up, keeping our bodies safely inside the car, not disturbing the driver, and getting out on the curb side. Those are some good safety rules. And now I want to talk to you about some safety habits you may not always think about, like being careful of strangers who show an interest in you. Sludge is a weird-looking character, so you know to be careful and stay away from him. But there may be people who look and seem perfectly nice who could cause you harm. So never accept rides or gifts of any kind from strangers. Never open your door and let a stranger into your home. If one asks for help, check with your parents to be sure it's okay. If your parents aren't home, don't open your door. Now I want you to listen to me very carefully. If anyone tries to touch parts of your body that are private, and by that I mean those parts that are generally covered by underwear or a bathing suit, tell them no. Tell them to stop. And that means anyone, a stranger or someone you know. Get away from that person as quickly as you can and tell an adult what happened. If the first adult you speak to doesn't help, tell someone else. Trust your feelings. If someone acts in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, there's probably a very good reason for you to get away from that person.
Remember, your body belongs to you, and it's up to you to keep it safe from strangers and dangerous situations when you're outside playing.
That's right, Flora. Some of our favorite places to play can be dangerous unless we follow safety rules. Playing, play, what a happy trip. Will you stop and share a safety tip?
I
Don't walk in front of people when they're on the swings because they could get kicked.
Playing, playing, what a happy trip. Will you stop and share a safety tip?
Don't chase my frisbee into the street.
Playing, playing, what a happy trip. Will you stop and share a safety tip?
Always check for glass before playing baseball.
Playing, playing, what a happy trip. Will you stop and share a safety tip?
I always wear a safety helmet when I skateboard.
Playing, playing, what a happy trip. Will you stop and share a safety tip?
We skate on smooth surfaces.
Playing it safe is important on the land and in the water. Let's go visit our body buddy, the lifeguard.
The lifeguard has a lot of responsibilities to keep the swimming pool a safe place for you to play. But there are things you must do to help. Diving at the pool has certain rules. Always look before you dive to be sure the person ahead of you has reached the ladder. If you haven't learned to swim yet, stay at the shallow end and be sure there's an adult watching you. Never dive into the shallow end of the pool. The edges around the pool are usually wet and slippery, so you should never run but walk around the pool. And always swim with a friend. That's the safest thing. The buddy system is good because you can watch out for each other.
Troopers, here's General Health, commander of the International Health Brigade.
Troopers, I want you to pay attention to safety when you're playing. If you don't, you can do serious damage to your body. Right now, I want you to check your safety knowledge. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Playing in or around old buildings.
Unsafe.
Right. You could fall through the floor, or a part of the building could fall in on you. Climbing into old refrigerators or other appliances.
Unsafe.
Right. You could become trapped without enough air to breathe. Playing on railroad tracks or on bridges.
Unsafe.
Right. You could get a leg or an arm caught, and a train could run over you. Troopers, you did great on my safety test. Always make it a habit to find safe places to play. Dismissed.
That was a good safety test the General gave us. You know, it's important to play it safe around animals, too.
You want to be really careful about different animals you may see or come in contact with. Animals like wild animals or even strays. Different animals such as raccoons, skunks, and maybe opossums, they may look very cute to you and you may want to reach down and pet one. But if you could really understand how dangerous they could really be, with sharp claws, sharp teeth. Here we have a skull of an opossum. You can see that there's many, many teeth in this particular animal, and they're very sharp. If this animal was to bite you, he could really do a lot of damage, and not to mention the sickness that they could also have. There's two different types of rabies that the animals get. They get one rabies that makes them very aggressive. They like to bite you before they look at you. And then they also get a type of rabies called dumb rabies, where the animal may stagger, slobber a lot, climb up a tree, fall out. That's probably a very dangerous one because you could actually go up and pet him and he might not even bite you, but that saliva or the animal's spit, if that was to get into an open wound or into your mouth, or if you were to wipe your eye after you touched him, you could contact the disease that way. When you do come in contact with a wild animal, best thing to do is to stay out of its way, let them have the right of way, and stay back and watch them. It can be a lot of fun just to sit back and see what they're going to do. One of the worst things that you could do would be to feed that animal. They would probably, after they've eaten your sandwich or whatever you've given them, would like to get a little bit more from you, and if you don't have any more, they might become a little bit more aggressive or have a tendency to come after you. Even in your neighborhood, if there's a strange dog or a strange cat in your yard, just go ahead and maybe watch him, but just let him leave on his own. Other things to be careful of when you're in the park systems would be types of plants and berries, mushrooms, things like that can be extremely, extremely dangerous. For every one edible mushroom, there's probably 2 or 3 unedible and poisonous type ones. Another big thing to be careful of would be the different types of berries that we have in our parks. Some are edible, most are not. The first berry that we're seeing here is elderberry. It's used for a lot of different purposes. A lot of people like to eat it. The second one that we have here is the viburnum arrowwood, which is not edible, but you can see they look a whole lot alike. And only if you're an expert should you pick one and eat one. The best type to eat are the kind you buy at the store.
Wow, there sure are a lot of things to know about safety. Remember, your body belongs to you. Don't let it get hurt. Make it a habit to play it safe. Or when you're going for a ride on your bike, a walk to school, or a nature hike, keep your body safe and sound. There's only one of you around. Let your seatbelt hug you snugly, buckle up on trips. And when you're busy playing, don't forget our safety tips.
Play it safe.
Safety habits help to keep a person fit. It's your body, so learn to take care of it. Your body belongs to you, it's true, your body belongs to you. So remember, play it safe every day. So long.